Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. The topic of today's video is the gerund. In your previous lesson, you had gone through a module on Robomed Plus where you learned to identify the gerund and the difference between infinitive and participle. In today's video, you will learn more about the gerund. By the end of this video, you will be able to make correct use of gerund and to converting gerund into infinitive and vice versa, and to identify errors in the use of gerund and rectify them. Let's recall what you have learned so far. Let's take an example. Swimming is a good exercise. Here, the word swimming is formed from the verb swim by adding ing. It is therefore a verb. The word swimming is the name of an action and is also the subject of a sentence. Hence, it does the work of a noun. The word swimming is therefore both like a verb and a noun. So, it is called a gerund. Now, let's get started, children. Open your English grammar books at page number 117 and look at rule number 263. See the sentence. I was pleased at John going there. Children, can you identify gerund here? The gerund here is going. That is first form of verb plus ing. Now, what is the noun given before going? Yes, we are talking about John. Now, see the rule. When a noun or pronoun is placed before a gerund, it must be in the possessive case. That is to say, John's. We can make possessive form of a singular noun by adding apostrophe s to it. So, what is the correct sentence? I was pleased at John's going there. Understood, children? Let's take another example. They insisted upon me starting at once. First of all, we have to identify gerund here. What is the gerund here? The gerund is starting. That is first form of the verb plus ing. Now, we can see pronoun before a gerund. Is it a possessive case? No. The possessive case of me is my. So, our sentence will be, they insisted upon my starting at once. Let's take few more examples. All depends upon Ali going there. Here, we have to add apostrophe s with the noun when it comes before the gerund. So, correct sentence is, all depends upon Ali's going there. Next one. They were sorry to hear of me being ill. As you all know, the possessive case of me is my. So, the sentence will be, they were sorry to hear of my being ill. Understood, children? Next one. Exceptions to this rule. The first exception, possessive case cannot be used with the gerund when the noun denotes a lifeless thing or a non-living thing. Example, there is no danger of the wall falling down. Students, is there any error in this sentence? No. This sentence is absolutely correct. Why? Because we cannot add apostrophe s to the wall as wall is a non-living thing. Let us take up second example. There is no fear of the train coming late. Here, do we need to add apostrophe s to the train? No, because train is a non-living thing. Okay, so we will not use possessive form here. So this was the first exception to the rule. Now come up to the second exception to the rule, that is, possessive case cannot be used with the gerund when the gerund is in the passive form. For example, do you approve of Mohan being punished? Now, first of all, identify the gerund in the sentence. Is it being? No, students. The gerund is being punished. This is the passive form of the gerund punishing. So, according to the rule, if we have a noun or pronoun before a passive form of gerund, then we don't change the noun or pronoun to its possessive case. That is, We will not add apostrophe s to Mohan. Therefore, this sentence is correct. No change will be there. And wherever we have added apostrophe s, that will be wrong. Let's come to the next rule. Rule number 264. Let's take an example. He likes swimming. What is the gerund used in the sentence? It is swimming. That is first form of the verb plus ing. Now the same sentence can be written in the form of to plus first form of the verb, that is infinitive form. So the sentence will be he likes to swim. In this way, we can replace the gerund by an infinitive without changing its meaning. Let's take another example. She began weeping. What will we do here? We will use to plus the first form of the verb. So our sentence will be she began to weep. In the same way, we'll be doing other examples. They started packing their luggage. Again, the gerund is packing. We'll change it into infinitive. That is, we'll use to plus first form of the verb, and our sentence will be they started to pack their luggage. Next example, she loves going to the cinema. And the sentence will be she loves to go to the cinema. Next one, I hate refusing every time. Our sentence will be I hate to refuse every time. Now, hope you have understood till this. Come to the next rule, rule number 265. Let's take an example. These walls need painting. Children, identify gerund here. Gerund here is painting. What is the word given before painting? That is need. And need is a verb. So according to the rule, we cannot use to paint, because if we'll use to paint, then the action of painting will be performed by a wall, whereas we want to say that someone else has to paint the wall. Therefore, we will use passive infinitive here. That is to say the rule for this is to plus be plus past participle of the verb. So our sentence will be these walls need to be painted. Next example, your coat needs washing. Using the rule again, to plus be plus past participle of the verb, and our sentence will be your coat needs to be washed. Next example, these plants need watering. The answer will be these plants need to be watered. My shoes need mending. In the same way, the answer will be my shoes need to be mended. Next one, come up to the rule number 266. Let's take first example. They were punished for coming late. Can we change coming into infinitive? No, because before gerund we have a preposition, and whenever a verb is placed after preposition, it has to be in ing form of verb only. So we can use only gerund and not an infinitive. Let's take few more examples. She is very clever at making excuses. The preposition here is at, so we will not use making into infinitive. That means it will remain same. And this sentence is absolutely correct. She is very clever at making excuses. Next one, we cannot live without eating. Here also we cannot change eating into to eat. Why? Because a verb is placed after preposition. Next one, I will excuse you from attending the meeting. Next, he was congratulated on winning the prize. The preposition is on and will not change the gerund into infinitive here. Next one. Now, come to the errors. Example, Sleeping in his room, the thief hit him on his head. Now, the sentence is incorrect. Why is this incorrect? Because according to this formation, the action of sleeping is performed by the thief, whereas action of sleeping is performed by him. So, our sentence structure should be sleeping in his room, he was hit on his head by the thief. Alright, children, let's take one more example. Walking in the park, a serpent bit him. Again, this sentence is incorrect because according to the sentence, who was walking in the park? The serpent. But we want to say he was walking in the park. Therefore, sentence structure should be walking in the park, he was bitten by a snake. And children, you should keep one thing in mind that in such cases, we have changed the sentence from active to passive voice. See the first example. Sleeping in his room, the thief hit him on his head. This is in active form and we have changed it into passive form. That is, sleeping in his room, he was hit on his head by the thief. In the same way, see the next example. Walking in the park, a serpent bit him. This was an active form. What will be the passive form of this sentence? Walking in the park, he was bitten by a snake. Now, so this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Now, open your book at page number 120 and solve exercise number 81. Have a nice day. Thank you.